Hi everybody, welcome back to Bobby's Bucks, and today we're going to talk about hunting mid-October, or known as the October lull. If you're interested in how to bag a buck in mid-October before the pre-rut, stay tuned, we're going to talk all about it. Here we go. So in our previous video, we talked about early season and hunting oaks and apple trees, water, that sort of thing. But now what's happened is with all the hunters going into the woods, the bucks know. Some of the does have changed their patterns, and that's due to the pressure. Now when I say pressure, I'm just saying human intrusion. The presence pushes deer out of a property. It applies the pressure, which will push them away and make them change their patterns, maybe turn them nocturnal. Because the leaves are dropping, the foliage is dropping fast, the weather is changing, and that really safe area that they were transitioning from bedding to feeding now is opened up, and it continues to open up even more and more. So they're forced to change and find that security so they can travel where they're bedding and you see where they're eating. If you can find a thick transition, this is going to work as a filter. So hunting these funnels from bedding to feeding is ideal because you're trying to hunt this property or this area from the outside in. You don't want to go right into the bedding area or right into the main feeding, hunt right over the food plot and push them out. That's too much pressure you'll be applying. Early season we talked about hunting afternoons. Well, now it's starting to get colder. So if you happen to have a really cold morning, just like in early season, that's a great opportunity to go into your property and try to hunt that buck that you're after. Unless that's the case, I wouldn't really hunt mornings yet, only because the testosterone level is still they're not charged yet. Last week of October, then that's probably time when you can really start hunting your mornings and hunting your rut stands. A big mistake is folks go into their rut stands, their favorite stands where they're catching all this funnel activity, and maybe that's the best spot to hunt deer during the rut. You can blow out that area. You can apply so much pressure that all those deer will start running on the neighboring property. So don't go into your rut stands too early. Don't hunt those transition stands too early. So you're going to be wanting to hunt your secondary spot. Secondary spots, I don't hunt field edges. After really one day, I wouldn't hunt field edges anymore. Now, standing corn is going to be a great place to hunt bucks. Bucks are going to make it back to standing corn in the morning, and they're going to move around and eat in a secure area throughout the day in standing corn. If you have a windy day, a great secondary spot is to hunt a cornfield. You can literally poke your head down these lanes and work your way from left to right, starting with the wind in your face on one field, and you can make your way through this entire field. You're going to be able to encounter deer, and moving slowly and quickly, you literally can move one lane at a time. If you do spot a deer, then simply back out, move down the lane a little bit for a shot, about 20 yards away, draw my bow first, and then I step into the lane and make my shot. You're gonna have 2 to 3 seconds before the deer move. In the previous video, we talked about rub lines, and these rub lines are used early season, even in the October lull, but they're abandoned for seeking does in late October. So these are good places, and sometimes you'll find scrapes, early season scrapes. But whenever you find these, this is possibly a staging area or a deer yard where deer will congregate and then move out to a feeding area or move on to their bedding area, that sort of thing. So these are great secondary spots. Try to resist the urge to hunt those rut stands, and try to resist the urge to hunt the same stand over and over again. A great way to fight the October lull is to have more than one spot. Have several different spots, and when you're hunting in the woods, look for other spots. Investigate new spots after the season. And this is a way to move around, and you'll always hunt fresh spots, and that's a great way to encounter bucks. I see more and more bucks every year because I'm always moving around to fresh spots. And not every spot is a winner, but eventually you'll have an artillery or an inventory of all these terrific spots at different times of the year. Keep a journal, because every year you're going to learn something, and if you don't write it down, you're going to forget something. Different food is becoming available to deer. The leaves are falling and less security in the woods. All these things are changing. The days are getting colder. A lot of hunters would agree that the absolute best time to hunt is late October, first 2 weeks of November. We all wait for that. It's a very exciting time because we get to see a lot of buck activity. They're running around, they're grunting, they're charged up, and that's a lot of fun. The bucks will actually be ready before the does. So we're still going to concentrate on travel corridors of bedding to feeding. We're going to try to mix those up, but we're going to try to stay out of our high percentage stands, those rut funnel stands, because we want to leave them fresh. If you're curious what a staging area looks like, it's basically, you'll see more than one scrape. You'll have several different scrapes around there. There's going to be maybe some open area, and it's going to be surrounded by security. This is an area where bucks can come in, they can leave their calling card. There's going to be lots of licking branches over these scrapes, and the more licking branches, the better. You're going to see some bit branches, then they're rubbing their preorbital glands, their scent glands all over these branches. The bucks and the does can communicate and know who's who and who's available. Put in some licking branches. You literally can take some paratrooper cord branch or even a vine. There's lots of vines hanging in the woods about 1 inch wide. Cut that, hang that from a branch. You can even cut, like, say, a 2 to 3 inch little sapling tree, and maybe a 5-6 foot tree. Bring that tree out in front of your stand and bury it 2 to 3 feet down to the ground. Pack the dirt in really good, and the deer will actually come out and rub that tree and leave their scent and their calling card on that tree. And if you put it out in the right spot where maybe it's next to some brush where the deer will really feel good when they're rubbing it and they're not overexposed, that may present a really good shot opportunity for you. What I often do is I get into my scent-free clothes. I'll move into these areas that I know that are traditional staging areas, because it happens year after year after year. These good areas, even when a good buck is killed, another subordinate buck moves in, and that will be the big buck next year. So every year, once you get these spots, they're going to remain these spots unless somebody clear cuts or comes in and logs the area or builds a house right there. You can depend on these areas to pay off, so write these down. And these are great spots to hunt. Hunt it a couple times. If it's got fresh scrapes, because when you get your scent-free clothes on and you go in and investigate and you see those scrapes are opened up, hunt them. That's a great opportunity. Hunt them for a couple days, then move out of there. Don't apply too much pressure. But that's a good area to hunt the night, maybe even hunt the morning. If it's a cold morning, the next morning, then move on to another spot. Because again, you don't want to apply too much pressure to these spots. You don't want to apply too much pressure to any one spot. You want to continue to move around. And maybe you only have 1 or 2 staging areas. Well, that's why you want to continue to do more scouting every year, so you can build your inventory of good staging areas. So if you show up and you see that the scrapes aren't opened up, it's not active, then give it 4 or 5 days and then come back and try to see again. You want to hunt these spots right when they're ready. You don't want to hunt them too early, and you don't want to hunt them late after the show's over. And some hunters actually don't even hunt scrapes during the day. They think, oh, all that activity happens at night. Now you got to remember, these bucks are moving twice at night. They're moving once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once during midday, especially during November from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Midday is when all the hunters are out of the woods, so the mature bucks know this. They've been around the block before, and they know this is a safe time to run around and check those scrapes. Early season, a buck will come in and hang out and check those scrapes, maybe even bed down. And if you can get downwind of this travel pattern, they're coming in here, they're going to move this way. Well, get downwind of that line. Ambush these deer coming in at the midday or even morning time after they have bedded down for a couple hours. They're going to get up and they're going to move one time in the morning. Maybe you're going to be at the right spot at the right time. It doesn't matter if you're hunting deer, ambushing them in the tree, hunting from a ground blind, hunting with dogs, hunting with bait or whatever. That's just, some folks, that's how they do it, and that's their history and culture, and I'm not going to slam that. The only reason why I don't bait and I don't use any lures or bait or anything anymore, because as far as scents go, I had trouble staying scent free. I didn't want to smell like deer up in a tree. These deer are really smart. They encounter a lot of hunters. They encounter a lot of noises and different scents. So when it comes to scents and lures, I may use some estrus over a scrape or something, but I don't even do that anymore, only because I'm trying to ambush natural activity, natural movement, natural scent, where I can find a tree that's been has licking branches that are bit off that has scent on it already. So I'll use that. That way you can stay scent free and you can ambush in a better way. Just like baiting. Baiting will actually tell the mature deer, they will indicate that there's a predator in the area, or a human in the area, and they'll avoid it. They'll avoid it until nighttime, and you won't be able to encounter that buck. So that's why I don't bait, because you know what's neat about baiting is it turns that area into a staging area. You'll often see licking branches bitten off and scrapes in the area, but a lot of that activity again is at night. And if you do get any kind of daytime activity, it's going to be subordinate deer, younger deer, and if that makes you happy and you're just putting some venison in the freezer, then great, that'll work. But if you're going to be hunting mature deer and targeting older deer, you don't want to let them know. So baiting would actually have a negative impact on your hunting area, because every time you do come out and bait, you know, you're laying down your scent, you're laying down your boots, and often hunters, especially new hunters, think that, well, every time I come out to my property, I leave something good. Well, again, they'll eat it at night. So, you know, they want to live. So until, you know, the rut happens when they're charged up running around and they're taking caution into the wind, that may be your only opportunity. And I want to hunt all season long. And really, guys, there's a small thing you can do that makes a humongous impact. It's just spraying your boots when you walk around. Spray your boots every time you go to the property or go hunting. Every time you get out of your truck, spray your boots down, okay? Keep your boots in a tote. Wear your sandals to the hunting property and then throw your boots on once you get them out of the tote. Spray them down so you're not leaving fresh scent. Guys, these deer have super noses. They're still going to smell your track, but they're going to think it's old. They're going to think it's older. You weren't just there, you were there maybe hours ago. This is what you guys want to do to hunt these deer and make sure they continue to keep coming around October, November, and December. Guys, if you like this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know whatever video topics you'd like covered. I will make a video for you, or I'll send one your way. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch and comment, and we'll see you on the next video.